Okay, now what we're going to be doing is creating a list view, and a list view is almost the exact same thing as a table view. It has a few differences that make a big difference in performance and also on how you display it. So I'll go over some things like when you should use a list view versus when you should use a table view. First, just create your function, which is list view, and then create our window. So self equals ti.ui create window. The first thing you need to know is that a list view is designed to perform better than a table view. And that's because they don't have a lot of extra features that the table view has, and they're built just for handling a large amount of data or displaying data quickly. The difference is with a table view, you can customize it quite a bit more than you can with a list view. So with a table view, you can add all sorts of subviews, and like for the app that we're going to be creating, we need to have like an image view on one side and then have several different labels inside the table view. So a list view wouldn't be the best option for us, whereas a table view will allow us to be a little bit more custom. But a list view would be really great if you're just displaying like just certain rows that just have like maybe a single title or like an image on the left. I believe they allow you to have a thumbnail, but mostly just a title is going to give you the best performance. So also with a list view, you have to create sections. You don't have to create them in a table view. So you create a list view by calling a list ti.ui.create list view, and then we'll create a sections array. And like I said, they're required for list views where they aren't for table views. And let's just create one that has the sections will be a meal. So we'll do a breakfast section, and we'll just give it a header title, which is the value that's going to display in the header, and call it breakfast. And then we'll create a data set for the breakfast section, and they'll just be different breakfast items. So the first one will be you create a properties is the property you need to have, and then inside the property object you have a title property, and then we'll put the string, which is going to be pancakes, and then we'll do one for French toast, and then waffles. So then we set our breakfast section with the set items function, and then pass in the data set. And then we add this section to the sections array. And then we're just going to repeat this for the next two courses, which would be lunch and dinner. So you can add your own food that you feel like. We'll put a header title of lunch, and then we'll pass into it. For me, this is just what my kids eat a lot of, is that's grilled cheese, peanut butter, honey, and soup. So properties, and then the property has an object which is going to have a property of a title, and then grilled cheese, and then we just do the same thing with peanut butter and honey and soup. And then we'll do the same thing for a dinner set. And I mean, this is just very repetitive, but this is exactly what it's best used for, so that's why I wanted to show you how to use it like this. And also, let's actually go ahead and let's add our list view and set our sections right now, so you can show you how you can actually add a section, append a section later. So instead of creating your dinner section, let's go ahead and set our sections to our list view. So list view set sections, and then pass in our sections array, and then call self.add list view. So we just added our list view to our window, and now we'll create our dinner section. So var dinner section equals ti.ui create list section, and then put the header title of dinner, and then we'll create our dinner data set. And for me it will be hamburger, even though we really don't eat that very much, and then pizza and pasta, which I actually do eat a lot of. Like you guys care, so I'll just edit that out. And then we'll set our dinner section items by dinner section set items, and then dinner data set. And then to add data, what we're going to do is list view, and then call a function called append section, and then we'll append our dinner section. And then all we're going to do is return ourselves and export our list view. And let's go ahead and run our project. And list view, and you'll notice that we have it gave us a default header header style, and you can apply different styles to the header, but it's not as easily done as it would be with a table view. So I don't recommend it, because I think it actually does hurt the performance just a little bit. But if you really need to have a header and you want to use a list view, then you can look it up in the documentation on how to do so. Okay, I also wanted to just add one more thing to the list view, and that was just to show the performance of it. So what I did is I created an array, or actually I just created in a string and then split it into an array. If you don't know what the split function is, it just takes whatever parameter you pass in and breaks it into an array based upon that parameter. So it will make A an array item, B an array item, etc. So I created an array with every letter in the English alphabet, and then what I did is I created a section for each letter, and then added a data item for a number from 1 to 10, or from 0 to 10. So what I did is I created a section for A, and then A had items 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, etc. And I just want to show you what the performance looks like with that. So here's my table, and or list view. Here's my table. So here's the section A, and so it goes from 0 to 9. And then look how fast it scrolls through this without any problems whatsoever. It just shows you how fast the list view works. So I just wanted to append that to it. Hope it didn't throw you off too much. But